So this is the first time that Calypso has taken her mice off the tongs. And this is her third mouse of the night. The little day-old Pinky Mouse. So when I first got her, the only thing I could do was force feed her because she refused to eat anything. Even live fish, she would not touch them. But over the last year and a half, I guess, she has graduated from being force-fed to eating mice in a box that I'd have to leave for 2 or 3 hours for her to eat them, to now finally eating from tongs. As you can tell, it's taking her a long time to eat each mouse because she's not super happy, especially with me looking at her. But she is eating them, so yay! Go Calypso! For you guys that don't know species, this is a California red-sided garter snake, Demonophis sertalis infernalis. They live basically along the coast in California, and she is the blue phase. You can't really tell it with her being the shadows, but she's very pretty, has a bright blue belly, especially if you see it in sunlight. But, yep, proud of this little baby. This is also the first night in a long time that I've fed her brother, not brother, they're not related at all, fed the other garter snake I have, a black-neck garter snake, on tongs, but I was not surprised that he was willing to do it because he's a little bit more aggressive. He even strikes at me sometimes still, but Calypso has a habit of never ever opening her mouth. Whether she's striking or striking at food, she hasn't ever opened her mouth to grab food. So I am really proud that she's taken all 3 of these mice tonight. So, yay! She's finally figuring out that she can't eat it from the middle, so she's moving to the side, and you can see that her bottom jaw is detached, and she's using the maneuverability of her top jaws to kind of move one side on top of the mouse and poke her teeth in and move the other side of her mouth, and basically dragging it in, kind of like if you had a rope and you pulled with one arm and then pulled with the other arm. She's kind of doing that, one side of the face and then the other side of the face, and the bottom jaw is just kind of there to catch it and hold it in her mouth. So happy. I did cut these mice a little bit. I didn't cut any parts off, but I cut into them so that the smell would be a lot stronger, and that seemed to help when I was feeding her in the box. Even recently, she won't eat unless you I thought you had to cut it in half, but with tonight, obviously it shows that as long as you cut a little bit so that there's some blood and smell that she can smell, that she will eat it. So there you go. She's having her after meal yawns to fix her jaw. You can see her jaw still looks kind of funny, so she'll yawn, kind of get her jaws back in place. There we go. There's kind of the normal smile, or grumpy face in this case. She doesn't look super happy, but yep. You can see her kind of moving in an S shape. She'll do that to push the food down her throat. it's not pushing so much as walking her body over the food. But there we go. Happy, or at least well-fed snake. Alright. Well, she probably wants to go back in her cage, get out of this little box, so I'm gonna call this video done.